Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Deemy baby. I'm back in another video, man. How are you guys doing? And in today's video, we're talking about and if the Raptors are a really good team or if they're just bad in general. And let's talk about this in today's video, and you'll be very interested in the topic at hand. Do I think the Raptors are a good team? Yes. Do I think they can get a ring? Not yet. Do I think the Raptors have good stats to be a contending team? Yes, I do. And the reason why? Because the thing they're building in Toronto is very efficient. They're basically building a positionless basketball team with many players with wings, forwards, and guards, and they just play positionless basketball. And they're trying to build it like how the Golden State Warriors is, and having players like Stephen Curry, Jordan Poole, and many others. I already said it already in my last video. But the Raptors, they're just basically maintain their stats because honestly, they have many players they can toss out there in any situation. Like for example, you have Fred, you have OG, you have Siakam, you have Scotty, you have Otto Porter, you have Chris Boucher, you have Christian Coloco, you have Precious Chua, you have Thaddeus Young. You have many guys you can throw out there in a tough situation. And the Raptors are just developing their team and they're working together as a unit and they're not rushing anything because honestly for the Raptors, give them about a good 5 to 10 years to basically develop and go together as a group, as a unit, where those guys do, like you can probably say, whether it's Fred, whether it's Gary Trent, whether it's other people for contract. There's many reasons, but I think for the Raptors team, they're still young and they're still developing as a team. So I think the Raptors have a top 10 bright future in the league because they have picks that are theirs. They have picks that are not owned to anybody. The only pick they have probably is Memphis' pick, but I think the Raptors are probably basically doing a good job because they're still young. They have players under 30, though Fred and Pascal are aging, they can still do it. And they have many assets to even give up. Like you have Gary Trent Jr. on an expiring deal, I think, for this year. You have OG, I think, who probably has a bit of time left on his contract. You have Fred, who still is on a contract. You have many assets you can offer to a team, whether it's trading for a superstar or for many others. And I think for the Raptors, they still have work to do in progress because for the Raptors last season, the only thing they lacked is basically for an advantage is free throw shooting and having an elite big man. Like for example, you don't have to like Joel Embiid, you don't have to like Precious Chua, you don't have to like the many other bigs like for many other teams in the NBA, like for many teams like for the 76ers, they have Joel Embiid, like many teams for the Denver Nuggets, they have Nikola Jokic. It's just when they face a 7-foot center, that'll basically be their weakness because they don't have a traditional big to fill that. As for example, like Precious Chua basically will go hit 6'8" or 6'9", or Chris Boucher or Thaddeus Young who's 6'8" and 6'9", who can compete against the legs of anybody. But I think, for example, they're gonna have trouble going up against a big, like for example, you can say either, like I said, Joel Embiid or Nikola Jokic in a modern day NBA. But honestly, the Raptors they're very good because they have many people that can convert in many situations on offense, whether that's Gary Trent Jr., whether that's Scotty Barnes, whether that's Pascal Siakam. They can basically use their height and offensive efficiency to their advantage because, like I said, Pascal can create his own shot when given. Scotty Barnes can create his own shot to a limit when given. Gary Trent Jr. just a bucket and he's a streaky shooter and basically get you any points when given. And Fred VanVleet just a master of the sky and off bubble win and he can create his own shot as well. This Raptors team have many assets who can create their own shot because the Raptors are basically, as a team, they're like almost 10th or 15th in offensive efficiency, so they can create their own offense and play elite defense at their top 10 in defense, and they'll turn you over. They'll turn you over. They'll turn you over about 8 to 10 times per game, as they basically will play very hard. They foul you a lot. They basically get scrappy. They get in the lanes a lot. This Raptors team is very much efficient, and they know how to play under the systems of Nick Nurse and the coaching staff they have there, Masai Ujiri, as for the front office, and Bobby Webster. They're doing many great things in Toronto, and honestly, I think for the Raptors, they still have much work to do because if you give them a superstar on this team, like for example, you can say Kawhi Leonard, or even like a LeBron James, or even like a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, this team will be scary in the next couple of years because the Raptors, they still have stuff to do, and I think for the Raptors, they're basically developing as a team, as a unit, and they're not just rushing anything at this point. They're taking their time, they're getting their superstars, they're keeping their draft picks, they're doing what they have to do to stay wealthy and to stay good as a team. As the Eastern Conference, yes, I know it is getting stacked, and you have teams like the Atlanta Hawks getting better. You have teams like the Cavaliers getting better. You have many teams that are getting better in the NBA, and the East is not going to get any easier. It only is going to get tougher. It's not like before when they won the championship, they had a wide open path and facing teams like you can say probably that was very tough. And you can say like, for example, they faced their Atlanta Magic, which was a gentleman sweep, and then they played Philadelphia in 7 games, which was a tough matchup. And then you had the Bucks, who they won in 7 games after coming back down 2-0. So, and then you faced the injury rider Warriors. So it will not get easy for the Raptors in the playoffs. I guarantee you, the Raptors gotta keep playing in the playoffs and keep playing together a team, because honestly, through that Philadelphia 76ers series, they did learn a lot about themselves. And what I can say is, for the Raptors, though they're basically injured a lot and had an injury rattled season, they basically knew what it took to play together as a team, and they know what it took to play against the high level competition players like Joel Embiid, James Harden, and many others. So they know what it takes to win. They basically just gotta keep staying healthy and basically limit injuries. And if they can limit injuries for players like you say, like I got injured this season, like you can say like OG, like Gary Trent, like Pascal, like Fred. Yes, injuries do happen a lot, and I'm not saying that's not a part of the game, but I just think if the Raptors can stay healthy and collective as a unit, they can basically get anything done to the degree possible. I'm not saying the Raptors are a bad team. I'm not saying they're an injury-out team. The Raptors are a very good team, as they have length over 6'5" and 6'8". I think the Raptors can get this done, because the Raptors, they can shoot a three, they can play defense, they can be very destructive on the offensive and defensive end, and they create for themselves, and they play collectively as a team, and they have no chemistry problems. So I think the Raptors, they can get it done. They just gotta keep playing together as a team and just getting reps in, whether it's in the playoffs, whether it's in the regular season. They're basically just learning how to trust one another and rebuild and retool, as they're still in a retooling process. It's not finished yet, but I think the Raptors still have a long way to go. But I don't think the Raptors are a bad team. They're pretty much a good, efficient team. They just gotta keep working and keep. They will get there. They give them about a couple years or two. They will be at the top of the East. So don't mark my words. But that's my thoughts on the Raptors, and if I think they're a good team, and just my thoughts on them as a unit. So if you are new, hit that like button and comment, subscribe, as we're on the road to 100 subscribers. If you can hit that by the end of this month, I very much appreciate it. And your boy Deemy, I'm signing out. Have a great blessed day, y'all. Peace. Yo, I need y'all to do me a quick favor. Honestly, if you can follow my TikTok and give me the 500, that'd be very much appreciated. I'm gonna be promoting more YouTube videos on my TikTok, so make sure y'all follow me on TikTok over there. And I'll see y'all there. And your boy Deemy, I'm signing out. Have a great and blessed day, y'all. Just follow the TikTok, and I'm out. Peace.